Alright, number 8. So there's the graph, and these are the equations. We need to figure out which region is the solution. So let's pick again 0, 0 as the testing point. So when I plug in 0, 0 for the first equation, I get 0 less than or equal to 18, which is a correct, true statement. So that means the solution set should include 0, 0. And this equation, the x-intercept is 18 when y is 0, and y-intercept is when x is 0, divided by 3, 6. So intercepts are 18 and 6, so this is the line for that first equation. And 0, 0 is a solution, so the shaded part would be 3 and 4. So right off the bat, I know that the answer is either region 3 or 4, based on the first equation. And then I do the same thing with the second equation. So then this is the line for the second equation. See, y-intercept is 16, x-intercept, you divide by 2, 8. 16 and 8. And 0, 0 gives me 0 less than 16, which is also true. So that means the shaded region should include 0, 0. So look at this line, and the shaded region should be 2 and 3. So for this line, we're shading 2 and 3, and for this line, we're shading 3 and 4. The intersection is clearly 3, so that's the answer then. The solution to the system is region 3. That's the answer. Oh, there's a second part of this question. So find what are the coordinates of the remaining corner points. So the remaining corner point is this intersection. So that's the intersecting point of the two lines. So we can find that by just solving these two. So we can just treat them as equations, so as if they are equations, and then just solve them together. And the solution to the system would be that corner point. Okay. So this second equation, let me use substitution here. So we got from the first equation, we got x plus 3y equals 18. If I subtract 3y from both sides, I get x equals 18 minus 3y. So this is what I'm going to use to substitute in the second equation. So this is the second equation, 2x plus y equals 16. So instead of x, I'm writing 18 minus 3y. Let me just, yeah. So I would distribute the 2 over here. So that would give me 36 minus 6y, and then plus y equals 16. So that minus 6y plus y makes minus 5y, which is equal to 16. And then if I subtract 36 from both sides, I get negative 5y equals 16 minus 36 is negative 20. And then last step, divide both sides by negative 5, you get y equals positive 4. So y equals positive 4, go ahead and plug that in to this substitute equation. So instead of y, I'm going to put 4, and that's going to be equal to 18 minus 3 times 4, 12, which makes just 6. So we got xy equals, x is first, 6, comma, y is 4. So that's the solution here. What we would write here, 6, comma, 4. So in the next question, you'll notice that the equations are exactly the same except that the inequality is reversed. So these are greater than. So that means when you choose 0, 0, This is going to give you 0 greater than 18, which is not correct. That means we should exclude that. And the same thing, 0 greater than 16, also not correct. So for this line, you're looking at region 1 and 2, because we need to pick the regions above the line to exclude 0, 0. And for this other line, 0, 0 is on this side, so we're looking at regions 1 and 4. So 1, 2, 1, 4, the intersection is 1, so the answer is region 1. And then here, the intersecting point is again, can be found by solving these two equations together. Since they are the same equations, the answer will be again 6 and 4. So that's number 9. And number 10. So we're given this system of inequalities and we're being asked to graph it. So the first inequality, y-intercept is 18, x-intercept is 9, because you divide both sides by 2. So here x9 is here, and y18 is right there. So I'm gonna try to, okay, so that's it. And then the second one is x plus y 13, so both intercepts are 13 then. So 13 is here for x, and for y that would be here. So then there, this graph would be something like that. And then x plus 2y 24, x-intercept is 24, y-intercept is divided by 2, 12. So x-intercept 24, so that goes then over here. And y-intercept was 12, which is right there. And we just combine those. And there it is. So, and also remember x and y are non-negative, so that means we're just looking at the regions are all going to be on the region 1, the positive side of the coordinate plane. So again, we can choose 0, 0 to test in all these three lines. So 0, 0 here would give us 0 less than 18, correct? 0 less than 13, correct? 0 less than 24, correct? So in all three lines, we're looking at the bottom portion of all the lines, and their intersection then would be, let's just put the intersection of all three starting here and everything inside here. Okay, so it's not including this little piece, because that would not be intersection of all three, and not that little piece, not this little piece, not those pieces, and not this piece. So this is the solution, and clearly this is bounded, so you would choose bounded for the first question. And then the second one here, what are the coordinates of each corner point? So the coordinates are, so first off, so let me just put this here. The coordinates 0, 0 is a coordinate, which is the coordinate of this corner. And this is a coordinate which is the x-intercept of this blue, that was a 9, see, 0, 9. Sorry, 9, 0, not 0, 9, because x goes first, y goes second, that piece. And then there's that piece, which is the y-intercept of the black line, and that's 12, and y goes second, so it's going to be 0, 12. So we found 1, 2, 3 of them. There's 2 more left, which is, let me mark them with red, which is this point here and this point here, and those points are the intersection points. So this one is the intersection of the first 2 lines here. So let me just write them. The first 2 lines, you got 2x plus y equals 18, and then x plus y equals 12. So if you just subtract these side by side, 2x minus x would be 1x. The y's would cancel out, so it's 0. And you got 18 minus 3, 13, 5. So then x is 5. So what is y? So you would just plug that in. See, we got x plus y equals 13, the second equation. Instead of x, just put 5, and then subtract 5 from both sides. You would get 13 minus 5, 8. So we got one more coordinate of the bounded region, which is x5, y8, and that would be this. So my drawing doesn't seem good enough, but it's one of these points. So 5 and 8. And there's one more, which is actually 5 and 8. So x plus 13 is this red one. 2x plus y is this blue one. So I just found this one. So yeah, that one is 5 and 8. And this one is the intersection of red one and the black one. The red one is, again, x plus y 13. So I'm looking at x plus y equals 13. And the black one is x plus 2y equals 24. X plus 2y equals 24. And solving these, again, we can subtract side by side. You would get, actually it would be easier to write this one on top. Yeah, this one on top. So when we subtract side by side, the x's will disappear. 2y minus y is y equals 24 minus 13 is 11. So y is 11. If y is 11, x plus 11, 13, that means x is 2. So the last point is 2, 11. So these are the corners, and that would be this point right here, 2 and 11. So that answers all the questions. All right, thank you.